Hi guys, today we are going to do exercise 20.1 and 20.2. You should have a piece of paper that looks something like this, and we will go over it together. I will teach you what needs to be done, and then I will give you time to do it on your own. Then I will say stop and let you do it, and then once it's done and you all are ready to go over the answers, we can go over the answers together. So starting right off, at the very top in the left right here, it starts reading, in English, the word did, so D-I-D, the word did can be used for emphasis to assure someone that a past action really happened. It's useful for describing past events and memories. So I want you to think of a couple words there. We use the word emphasis, which means, if you haven't learned that word yet, it's to exaggerate. So when you exaggerate a word, you're going to stress that word. So the first one is done for us. The original sentence says, I called the cleaner yesterday. Where would we add the did in I called the cleaner yesterday? Remember, we want to exaggerate or stress. Yes, we want the emphasis. So it's, I did call the cleaners yesterday. Did, because you're going to stress that word. So instead of just saying, I called the cleaners yesterday, you're going to say, I did call the cleaners yesterday. So emphasis, exaggerate, and stress that word very, very much. We'll do the first one together. Number 1, she wrote a story for class. Where would we put did in she wrote a story for class? Where do you think did goes? You want to exaggerate that she wrote a story. So it would be before wrote. She did write a story for class. She did write a story for class. Notice how wrote turned into write because she did write a story for class. I'm going to let you do numbers 2, 3, 4, 5 on your own, and then we can come back and go over the answers. But before you do, let's just skip right next to the bottom section. 20.2, I want you to do that as well. And it says, underline the word that should be stressed. Then say that sentence out loud. I want you to take turns saying the sentence. Maybe one of you will say sentence number 1, another one can say sentence number 2, another one can say sentence number 3, and so on and so forth. Let's do the first one together. They gave an example. She did get to school on time. They underlined the word did because that is what needs to be stressed. It's the word did. She did get to school on time. She wasn't late. She did get to school on time. So did is the word that needs to be stressed. So they underlined did, and then I want you to practice saying it out loud. The next one, he did call the babysitter. Which word in he did call the babysitter should be stressed? Well, what do you think? Talk amongst yourselves. Try to figure it out. And then in the meantime, I want you to stop the video right now. Just stop the video and come back once you've done exercise number 20.1 and 20.2. Okay? I'll see you in 2 seconds. Make sure you're done with the work. Stop the video. Make sure you're done with the work. Then come back. Okay. Hopefully by now you have gone over exercise 20.1 and exercise 20.2. Here are the answers. So don't look unless you've actually done the work. Okay? So I've done the first one with you, but we'll review it again. She wrote a story for class. The answer is she did write a story for class. So wrote turned into write. So wrote is past tense, write is present tense, but since we put the emphasis, since we did emphasize the word, the whole sentence, then wrote turned into write. It turns into present. Number 2, John bought is past tense, her a present. Where does did go in that? Did would go between John and bought. But since bought is past tense, we added did, then bought now turns into present tense. So the sentence should read, John did buy her a present. So John did buy her a present. Did is where you emphasize. Number 3, they learned to read at school. Learned was past tense. We added the did. They did. Now it goes to present tense. They did learn to read at school. So they did learn to read at school. I fed the cat this evening. It's what number 4 says. I fed the cat this evening. Fed. I did feed the cat this evening. I did feed the cat this evening. Do you see how fed turned into feed? Fed, past tense, feed, present or future tense, because we put the did. And lastly, number 5, we waited for you. But instead of waited, you drop the ed, and we did wait for you. So I want you to think, when you use the word did, you're going to emphasize, you're going to exaggerate, you're going to stress that word over every other word. It's almost as if you have to prove that you've actually done the action. So if someone was to say, you didn't wait for me, then I would say, we did wait for you. You just never showed up. Or we did wait for you. You just took too long. But either way, I'm going to exaggerate to make sure I'm proving my point, because I want to make sure you know that this action did happen. So another way that you can end the sentence is also with an exclamation mark. Because you can say, we did wait for you. You can say, we did wait for you. So you can be excited about it. Yes? Call me, text me if you have any problems with the word did and had any problems getting this homework done. Then 20.2, all of the answers, everything that should be underlined should be the word did, because that is the word that should be stressed in all of the sentences. So let's read them out loud together. I will read them first, and then I want you to repeat. She did get to school on time. So now I want you to say it. Number 1, we only have 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. So number 1, he did call the babysitter. Now you say it. Number 2, Janet did sterilize the bottle. She did behave well in class. Number 5, he did bring the teacher a present. And lastly, number 6, they did work hard at school. Okay, that is exercise number 20.1 and 20.2. How to do it, what the answers are, and I hope that you've learned something from this exercise, and let's move on to the next. Hello, class. So we just talked about the word did and how we can use that to emphasize something that we've done in the past that we really want to be clear about to the person that we're talking to. So a great example is if I was to ask, did you take out the trash? And you said, I did take the trash out. You emphasize the did on the past tense. Well, now we're going to talk about must and have to. The word must and the word have to can sometimes be used equally. It's same. Okay? In English, it says at the top of our paper, by the way, we are doing exercise 42.1 and 42.2. Okay? And at the top of 42.1, your page should look something like this. And at the top, it reads, in English, you can use have to or must when talking about obligations or things that are necessary. So obligations are things that you have to do. I am obligated to show up and teach you. And you are obligated to go to work every day. And monks are obligated to meditate every evening. So obligation are things that you have to do. You are responsible for. Then obligations are things that are necessary. You may hear it in important instructions, such as medical advice. So what they're saying is must and have to are same. And it's good for medical advice. So someone, a doctor or a nurse or some sort of medical professional could be telling you to do something, and they will use the word must, or you have to do something, or you don't have to, or they would use the word mustn't. So mustn't is another one. Mustn't would be the negative. This is the positive, and that is the negative. Okay? Used for expressing obligations. Okay, so let's kick it. 42.1. The first one was done for us. Let's go over it together and see if we can't figure it out. It says, you don't have to stay. So there we see the have to, and the you don't have to stay. What's another way to say you don't have to stay? What's another way to say that? Well, the arrow shows us on your piece of paper, it's you can go. So instead of saying have to, you can say you can go. Or instead of someone saying you can go, they can say you don't have to stay. You can go. So that one was pretty easy, I think. We'll do number 1 together, and then I want you guys to take turns reading out number 2, number 3, number 4, and maybe writing on the board what the answer is. What sentence matches, which is the same as the other sentence. So number 1, you mustn't eat junk food. So mustn't. Oh, there's a T in there. You must not eat junk food. What matches with you mustn't or must not eat junk food? The one that matches the you mustn't eat junk food. Would it be it's essential to see the doctor? Does seeing the doctor and eating junk food, is that same? Seeing the doctor and eating junk food? No. What about you need to eat healthy food? You mustn't eat junk food. You need to eat healthy food. Could that be same? Yes, that could be very similar. Saying instead of eating junk food, eat healthy food. So, number 1, you mustn't eat junk food matches with you need to eat healthy food. Okay, I'm going to leave the other 3 for you to do on your own. Come back and I'll have the answers written on the board. But for right now, I want you to stop the video, do the work, go over it together, and then come back and I'll give you the answers. Make sure you're done with the work. Stop the video. Make sure you're done with the work. Then come back. Welcome back. I hope you guys got all of the answers. We're about to review it together. So let's do number 1 again, even though we've already gone over it. You mustn't eat junk food. Now we've already agreed that that goes with you need to eat healthy. So this goes here. Yes? You need to eat healthy. You mustn't eat junk food. You need to eat healthy. Number 2, he doesn't need to take any more medicine. He doesn't need to take any more medicine. Where does that go? It's essential she sees the doctor. We know this isn't it. She must not get up. He can stop taking medicine. Which one do you think it is? Well, I'm going to look at the clues. Medicine and medicine. Same. They're talking about the same thing. No one else is talking about medicine. So, he doesn't need to take the medicine. Must be, he can stop taking the medicine. And then we have the mustn't out of it. He doesn't need to take the medicine. He can stop taking the medicine. Good. Number 3, she must go to see the doctor. There's the word must again. Which one does that match up with? She must not get up. Do you think it goes with that one? Or what about this one? It's essential she sees the doctor. Well, we have doctor and we have doctor. So it must be the same. Must be. There we go again with must. Yes? It has to be. No other options. When you use must, it means definitely has to happen. It's very, very important. Yes? And have to is there's no other choice. It's just not good for you. These are things that it's an obligation. You must do. You have to do. That's why you hear this a lot with medicals. Yes? She has to stay in bed. There's the has to. And then she must not get up. And get up refers to stay in bed. So she has to stay in bed. She is bedridden. She is not allowed to get out of bed. It is not healthy for her. So she must not get up. So number 4 matches with this one. I hope you all understood that. And I am ready to rock and roll to exercise 42.2. 42.2. We're going to do that next, and it's going to be a breeze. See you in a second. Welcome back. We are now going to move on to exercise 42.2, which is at the bottom of the worksheet that you just finished with exercise 42.1. And down here, we're still staying with must and have to. And we're still talking about how must and have to can be equal. They can be same. And what they're going to do in exercise 42.2, they're going to give us 2 sentences. One sentence, it's going to have one of these options will be correct. 2 will be incorrect. One option will be correct. They want us to cross off the ones that are wrong. So it's going to have a sentence and it's going to have one of these options. Must, haven't to, which is have not to, must not, doesn't have to, has to, or have to. One of these will be correct. Two will be incorrect. We need to figure out which one is correct. Now, how do we know? Because there's going to be two sentences. The first sentence, more than likely, will have the options. Which three? And the second sentence, we need to make sure we choose the right option according to what the second sentence says. Now that sounds complicated now, but let's do the first one, the example together, and then hopefully you'll be able to better understand. So the first sentence, sentence one, it's you, and it says must, haven't to, or must not are our options. So it's either must, haven't to, or must not. Which one? You blank. We don't know. So we're going to say blank. You blank go to work. You blank go to work. You must go to work. You haven't to go to work. You must not go to work. Which one is it? It could be you must go to work. You must go to work. But does that match what's on the second sentence? What follows? Let's read and find out. You're ill and you need to stay home. So now we have that need again that we saw once above in 14.2. You need to stay home. That's a stress word. You emphasize that word, kind of like what we did with did. I did stay home. You need to stay home. I did stay home. So if it's you need to stay home, is it you must go to work? Is that the same? No. No, that can't be right. So it can't be must. So we would cross off must. Cross it off. Yes? From the list, which they've done for you. And then it's you haven't to go to work. You're ill and you need to stay home. Haven't to, have not to go to work. That's just not correct English, is it? It sounds a little funny, right? Okay, so it's not haven't to, but then you must not go to work. You're ill and you need to stay home. So must not means should not, could not, will not stay home. You will stay home. So it is. The answer is must not. You must not go to work. You're ill and you need to stay home. So, did you see how there were two sentences? The first sentence had three options, and out of those three options, one was correct and the other two incorrect. So cross off the incorrect and leave the correct one, and then take turns reading them out loud in front of the class. Just so that you have a better understanding, we will do number one together. The first sentence reads, and we're going to do a blank, okay? So it's you blank make an appointment at the clinic. So you blank make an appointment at the clinic. Our options are you blank make an appointment at the clinic. It's either must not, it doesn't have to, or it's must. You must not, or doesn't have to make an appointment at the clinic. You must make an appointment at the clinic. Is that a correct sentence? Yes. Yes, that is a correct sentence. It's grammatically correct. You must not make an appointment at the clinic. Is that a correct sentence? Yes, that is also correct. You can either say you must or you must not. They're both correct. It's either make an appointment or don't make an appointment, is what they're saying. And then you don't have to make an appointment at the clinic. Is that a sentence? Is that correct? That is also correct. So all of these sentences, it could be good, but we don't know because we need to read the next sentence. And then we can decide which one makes it similar, same, to the next sentence. So the next sentence says, I'll do it for you. Now, with I'll do it for you, does that mean you must make an appointment? No, because I said I'll do it. So you don't, it's, do you have to? No. So we know must, that's not right. Crossed off must. That can't be it. And then I'll do it for you. You must not make an appointment. I'll do it for you. Well, if you must not make an appointment, then you must not be sick. So that's now it's with the I'll do it for you, it's no longer a correct sentence with the sentence that followed it. So it's not you must not make an appointment, I'll do it for you. It's not must not, not must not, but it will be you don't have to. You don't have to make an appointment. I'll do it for you. And now we have the correct. You don't have to make an appointment. I'll do it for you. Do you see the difference and what to do? Call me, text me if you have any questions. I'm always here. And I want you now to stop. Stop the recording and come back once you're done. Once you've done all of these, do the work, read it out loud in front of the class, take turns reading it and reading your answers and comparing your answers. And I will come back with the answers in just a moment. See you in a second. Make sure you're done with the work. Stop the video. Make sure you're done with the work. Then come back. Welcome back. We are going over the answers to exercise 42.2. Let's just kick it, yes? Number 1, even though we've done it, we will do it again. You blank, make an appointment at the clinic. I'll do it for you. The answer, don't have to. You don't have to make an appointment at the clinic. I'll do it for you. Number 2, she blank, drink a lot of water. It will help her sore throat. She must, she doesn't have to, she must not drink a lot of water. Which one would that be? Well, if we said doesn't have to, the second sentence is it will help her throat. What will help someone's throat? Not drinking a lot of water? That doesn't have to. Or must not. That means it will hurt her throat. So the answer is must. Number 2, the answer is must. She must drink a lot of water. It will help her throat. Number 3, I blank. Take any painkillers. I don't need them because I feel better. So again, the second sentence is what we want to pay attention to. That second sentence. And the second is, I don't need them. I feel better. So what implies, what makes it same, that she does not need any painkillers? Our answers are, I must, don't have to, or have to. If you said have to, that is incorrect because She says, I don't need them. And if you don't need, then you don't have to. And then I must. Well, again, if you don't have to, then you mustn't have to. So, what is the answer? I don't have to. The answer, I don't have to take any painkillers. I don't need them because I feel better. Number 4, we all must not, don't have to or must, look after ourselves and take care of our health. Now, there's only one sentence. So, how do you decide on what answer is correct? You wait until after the and. What happens on this part of the sentence? You have the first half and then you have the second half. So let's read the second half of the sentence. The second half is, where are we on? Number 4, take care of our health. So we all blank look after ourselves and take care of our health. What shows that they all take care of their health? Is it that they must not look after themselves? They don't have to look after themselves? Or they must look after themselves? It's must. Number 4 is must. They must look after themselves and take care of their health. Number 5, you blank walk on your broken ankle. It needs time to heal. So that second sentence, it needs time to heal, shows that she what on her broken ankle? You have to walk on your broken ankle? You don't have to walk on your broken ankle? Or you must not walk on your broken ankle? What matches and is the same as it needs time to heal? It's not doesn't have to. Doesn't have to means you could, but you don't have to. But if you want to, then you could. It doesn't matter, right? But this is important. This is a broken ankle. So this is you must not. So the answer is must not. You must not walk on your broken ankle. It needs time to heal. Number 6. It's the first day of Tanya's vacation today. Oh, they switched it. So now they gave us a sentence, and then they gave us a sentence that we need to figure out which one fits. So we will read the second sentence and then refer back to the first sentence. She blank go to work. So she blank go to work. It's the first day of Tanya's vacation today. She blank go to work. If Tanya is on vacation, which also vacation is same for holiday, time off, yes? So it's the first day of Tanya's vacation today. She has to go to work. If it's her vacation, it's her holiday, it's her time off, does she have to go to work? No. She doesn't have to go to work? Does that sound right? That sounds better. I'm liking that so far. Or she must not go to work. Ooh, now this is a tricky question. This could get some of you. Does she doesn't have to, which I said last. And number 5, doesn't have to means you could or you could not. No one cares. It doesn't matter. Okay, it does not matter. It's, nah, do it, don't, blah. No one cares. So is it doesn't have to or is it must not because she's on vacation? Which one did you think it was? Well, the answer is doesn't have to. Because technically, when you're on vacation, You could still work. You just won't get paid. So you don't have to go to work, but you might need to answer emails. You might need to do some phone calls. You might need to check on a client, a very important client. So you don't have to, but you certainly, there is no must not. You could, if you wanted to, still go to work. So number 6 is doesn't have to. That was a trick question, by the way. That was a little difficult. So for those of you that got that correct, good job on that, okay? Number 7, Jill blank go to the hospital for an operation, but it isn't serious. Now again, we do not have 2 sentences, but what we do have, a start of a sentence, but, and then the rest of a sentence. So we will split it as if it's 2 sentences. So we have, but it isn't serious. Okay. Jill doesn't have to go to the hospital for an operation, but it isn't serious. That doesn't sound right. Jill must not go to an operation, but it isn't serious. No, Jill has to. She has to have this operation, but it's not a serious operation. She will be fine. It will be okay. So it's has to. Number 7 is has to. And last but not least, we have I really blank diet and more exercise. Second sentence, I want to lose weight. So I really blank diet and exercise. But then it's I want, not I have to, not I must, not I mustn't. It's I want to lose weight. So if you want to lose weight, what word should we use for the I want to lose weight? I really must diet and do more exercise. I want to lose weight. I really must not diet and exercise. I want to lose. Well, it's not must not. The only way to lose weight is to diet and exercise. So far it's must. Let's read what the last one is. I really don't have to. Don't have to. Come on, this was too easy. The answer is must. I really must diet and exercise. I want to lose weight. All right, class, that is that. Next, we're going to do exercise 41.1, and that will be the last that we cover for today, and this is going to be a fun one. So stand by, see you in a second. Welcome back. Last but not least, I want us to do exercise 41.1, and this we're going to do vocabulary. But these are good vocabulary words that are very important for you to know. This is if you get ill, if something happens to you, if you have to go to the hospital. This will help you explain what symptoms, which means what is wrong with your body, to tell a doctor in English what's wrong. Okay? So the words are down below, and the pictures that match the words are up here. We want to take the words down here and we want to put them with the correct picture. I'm first going to go over all the words and explain what every word is, but I'm going to try to be quick, okay? Stomach ache. Stomach ache is when your tummy hurts. Stomach ache. Thermometer. A thermometer tells your temperature. You can put it under your armpit, under your mouth, and under your tongue, or even for babies. You know, It tells your temperature, a thermometer. Tonsillitis. Tonsillitis is your tonsils. Way in the back of your throat. And when you have tonsillitis, your throat hurts, right? Which is another one here somewhere. Food poisoning. Food poisoning, where you're ill. Oh, you have food poisoning. You ate food and now you're sick. Medicine or medication. What you take to help you feel better. An x-ray. An x-ray is where they can see your bones and check, make sure it's not broken. Nothing's broken. It's all okay. Exercise. We all know what exercise is. Pills, tablets, little pills that you take with water to help you feel better. Most medicine and medication will come in a pill or a tablet. So they're similar. Rest. When you rest, that means sleep. Relax. Don't get out of bed. Stay in bed. Don't move, just rest. Just sleep. Give your body time to heal. To vomit. When you vomit, you vomit. You puke. Runny nose. Well, you know your nose. And when you have to blow your nose, or boogers, you have a runny nose. Runny nose. A backache. When your back hurts, like we were talking today during meditation, that sometimes your back hurts and you get tired and you get sleepy. Backache. Backache. Broken bone. When a bone, boom, pops out, it snaps. And the bone snaps. That's a broken bone. Broken bone also goes with x-ray. If you have a broken bone, you go to the doctor and they give you an x-ray to see how broken is it. Sore throat. Sore throat goes with food poisoning, tonsillitis. Mostly tonsillitis and sore throat go together. These aren't same, but they go together. So if you have tonsillitis, you also have a sore throat. Sore throat. Your throat hurts. Sore throat. Drink water. We know what that is. A headache. Ooh, my head. Ooh. You have a headache. Yes? So when your head hurts, you're like, oh, a headache. Recovery. Recovery is until you're better. So right now, you're vomiting, then you need rest. And when you rest, you're going through recovery. You are recovering. Recovery is to get better. So if you had instructions that said, take this medicine and it's these pills and take them 2 times a day until full recovery, then it's until you're completely better, like 100%. Stitches. Stitches are when you have a cut and then you need to stitch it back up and stitch the skin. You stitch the skin back up. And a cough, obviously, a cough, and test results. Test results are the information you get back from the x-rays and from the thermometer and from any tests that were done. The information that they got out of that could be good, could be bad, could be but the test results. Okay, now that you know the words, take the words from down here and match the pictures. We'll do the first one that's already done together. You see a person, and they're grabbing the throat. So they said sore throat. So we can take sore throat, cross that off, and write it up top. Okay, I'm going to leave it up to you to finish. If you get it done within the rest of the class time, great. If you don't get it done, this is your homework. If you don't get it done, no cheating. I will be giving you the answers in this video though, okay, so that you can check it out on your own. See you in a second. Stop the video. Make sure you're done with the work. Stop the video. Make sure you're done with the work. Then come back. All right, let's just get right down to it, okay? Let's go right to the answers. Number 1, rest. There's a man sitting in a chair. He is resting. Number 2, test results. There's a graph. There's a piece of paper. Number 3, to vomit. Well, I think that's pretty self-explanatory. Guy with a bucket. Yes. Number 4, thermometer. It tells you what your temperature is. Okay, a thermometer. Number 5, x-ray. And it shows you where your bones are. Number 6, backache. Back. Number 7, recovery. Oh, look, he had crutches, but now he put them up because he no longer needs the crutches. So he's recovered. He can walk again. Yes, he's fully recovered. No more crutches. So recovery. 8, up the back of the throat. Tonsillitis. It's in the back of your throat. Way back there. 9, cough. You can see him coughing. Number 10, runny nose. Runny nose, when you have to blow your nose. Number 11, medicine or medication. Sometimes it's a pill, sometimes it's a liquid. This showed as a liquid, but sometimes it could be a pill. Who knows? Number 12, food poisoning. And you can tell because it has that X. Don't eat it. It's poison. It's food poisoning. 13, exercise. Dun, 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 dun. 14, drink water. Clearly. 15, stitches. When you have to stitch your body up. You have a cut. Yeah, and you got to stitch it up. 16, when your tummy aches, you have a stomach ache, because that's your stomach ache. 17, when your head aches, you have a headache, because your head hurts. You have a headache. 18, pills, drugs, tablets. 19, a broken bone. What he's wearing is called a cast. He has a cast on. He has a broken bone. And that is it for today. Thank you so much. I just want to do a quick review. We went over the did and how to emphasize and stress the word did. We went over the difference between must and have to and how they are very similar, and when to use mustn't and must and have to and has and hasn't. And that was fun. And we went over some medical terms and we went over some medical words. Okay? Well, thank you for class today, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your Thursday. I will probably see you this afternoon, and maybe we can go over how to talk to people directly when you're in a hospital. Okay, thanks. Bye, guys. Have a good day.